There are four types of IPv4 static route variations that we need to know about for the CCNA exam. They're defined in the blueprint here. So we've got the default route, the network route, the host route, and the floating static route. So in this short video, I'm going to help you understand these four type of static route variations for IPv4. So firstly, the default route matches anything. It's used when we don't have a more specific route that's matching in our routing table. So we use the default route. Now, it can be static configured. It can be advertised by a dynamic routing protocol such as OSPF and EIGRP. Network routes, they're routes that match addresses in an entire IP network or a subnet. The host routes, they are used for routing to a specific host, the specific IP address of a particular host. For example, here, by the way, this use case is very rare, but it's part of the CCNA, so we need to know about this. So here we've got four routers in New York City. Okay, we've got router 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, router 1 has a static host route here telling it that if it's got a packet to route to PC 114, it's going to route it through router 2. Otherwise, it will route everything else for that subnet through router 3. So only for packets for PC 114 are going to be routed through router 2. That's static host routes. Now, when it comes to floating static routes, these float in and out of a routing table based on certain conditions, certain circumstances. So here we've got an example. We've got San Francisco router 1, San Francisco router 2. We've got a primary IGRP route here. This is using a gigabit Ethernet link. Okay, this is an Ethernet 1 link here. Now, this is the primary route. However, we've got a failover route here, which is using cellular technology. We don't want this to be used as the primary route because cellular technology isn't as reliable as Ethernet. But it's there when it's needed, when this Ethernet 1 link goes down. When this link fails, that will take over. So we give this a higher administrative distance. The administrative distance is a trust value. Lower the better. So we give this a higher, so it basically to downscore it, so it doesn't automatically become the route that's going to be used. But if this were to fail, this route would float in the routing would float in our routing table and become the route that's going to be used for sending from San Francisco router 1 to San Francisco router 2. So there we have it, guys. The four variations of IPv4 static routes we need to know for the CCNA exam in a nutshell. Thank you so much for watching.